Yo abusia nanso so ye kwasia da biom ye wo bi fufro esua enne no ye kwa discuss galactic elders na ye behwe womb manifest ye behwe no first asema me pese ye kan nyina ene se nipa ye wo omo bawiase ehimfa ena omo corruption starti efri se wo kwa ware a tie wiase mu bibia e wa ha biade a wo ho kwan se wo awo beye eni se wo awo kofo obi se wo ne ne bewo ana wo ba beware no eno pe na wo ho kwan a wo befa na education be na ye wo se ye du ye mpani mfie so na se ye kofo obi ne ye ne na wo a ana ya ware na ye hu se eno ba be shepi ya brabo ye nigye ya werehwo ye hu se eno ba be shepi no ana pamocho se oba time bi ewo ne ba eba na wawo no oba tan na wawo ba no betimi aseye abofra na so se ontumi nseye no sa ne ma we ne ye ba behwe ho yie ye pese ye clean ye gutters not because next to godliness is cleanliness but ye see yetimiti asese ye clean ye gutters a na se ntontum be mu number we a ye ne ye be yare. We don't go round ye kwaje nkrofo kunu ana nkrofo boyfriends every omunsam not because onyamichi ye nye saa because ye mpese ye be mo obi pain ana ade a ye mpese obi de be ye no ye mpese ye nso ye de be ye obi ye nkum obi not because onyankopon se ma ye nkum ye to ade a ye betua ka saa adwene we na we ye tirimu se onyame na chi bibi nti ne ye nye no eye one problem a esese yetimi ehwe na nipa mpo adwene mu se ensuyiri beba ewiase awie ye eba ewiase bese no saa de no hwan ene ede saa de ne ba se ewiase bese because of boninti semi grace ena maye bone madane bronsam be boni bebrebe enu nti na nyankopon obese ewiase semi na maye ne bone a asase na yete so na asase na ye ne den emotan ye wo mu aye ne den sebe ensu e wa asase ni mu aye nyankopon den a mimi boninti obese niam nyina onyame be nie. I want us to look at these things. Na fe ya ba beti niam bi ase se ya nte sa niam we ase a ye be wo basa ye bobo bra ni nyina basa ye be ma bibia aye basa titire bibifo afam eniama bedi etia ye yie enti ene no me pese me ne mo edi nkomo. What are we talking about? We are going to talk about consciousness that starts from childhood. Woman many traumas o komuno or wo akola na be inherit biana. I want us to delve into knowledge that will help us to give birth to gods, not to go around looking for a god to worship. But ye be wunyame se me ken obi be bisa say o efe de o se ye nko wunyame Jesus ye Mary na ewo no Muhammad e yoba na ewo no. Tell me nyame a wunim a wosom from creationer to who a ya nyense no anwo no amba wiase awudi animu ena nsem ni nyinara wo enu na ye wiase foforo de esese ye twede se mofra ban ni ye wo mo because in our continent right now no so bi nyinsanya ade obo mpa ye nyina ne se onwo abofra otumi kasa sebe otumi nante sebe otumi hu ade so wo sa abofra ne sa pa na chese wawo afa ne ho afa ne ba ehwo na limitations no ewo sebe enti so bi wo abofra bi na abofra no ho atochema kakra na aye asem America ne tie ne yie ansa na wo de wo frustration ne wo enviness enye me na me cause wo no wakodane asem America ne tete no na obi wo no wo ba bi a ne yedisie because na nka ye nimguase se wawo no wawo sa se sie ye wo mma ne bi a se de atie bia no abeye fashion ya beji niam bi a akata ye ne ye bobre so atum ne ye hu sa niam ne se eye pepepe sa niam we nenne ye ba beka ho asem ne ekoso e wa awudie nimu ansa na onipa aba abonten ansa na ne maame ne papa start se omu shepi ne kwan soronko so sa niam we ni ye ba behwe hwannom ena omu se omu ye nyame echen yen nti esese yen ye somomu ye ba behwe sa niam nyina hwan ne se ye boni nti oba bese wiase nyina na wabo wiase foforo ana wayidi ope akoso wo no wa abreso akoso wo nkrofo bebre abreso di besi nne yegina ye kase still aye sinyankopon oba na oba befe nipa nso e de oma ko baby. These are things we are going to talk about today eno na ye galactic elders no Between 1950s and the 60s, a society of Pan-African spiritual people developed a theory that preached about the distraction between redemption of the mother energy for the salvation of the goddess Gaia. Almost started say omo kasasem se bone ahye asase ne so ma enti no esese oseye esese owuo bi etimi ba na asase no etimi ede ne ho we na Pan-African spiritual people bi omo theory a omo develop here eno no. They argue that when a species becomes so corrupt in one age, so much chaos and bad energy in the consciousness of mankind, the only way is to destroy everything and then regenerate a new species with new DNA memory. That will form the new consciousness. Inti adie we no akoso like akoso and abedru baby abedru sese. Na sese you know so omo kasa omo say asase na wiase foforo aba omo say asase na wiase foforo aba no ne nokore ene ni hia ehia eyeden because se wo de wani to form na read well na wo sua de yi a yesi Noah abreso ensuyiri bone na ye ewiase ma ene ensuyiri besei asase ni nyina na yi Noah ene ne ma edi omo call baby foforo ene mmoa omo pe ene omo de call baby foforo na omo koduru ye no enuanom ede ne di kan pie wo ho enye bone kuro ya omo pie abonte no the first thing they did was wine omo ko grow grapes ena epie ye no na omo ye wine no Noah nom ye na obo ye na ne bako hu ne ho ena okese no enti bone ni ntia onyankopon kum wiase nipa nyina no na oyi apapa fo no watusi no nim so omo no mo ye papa no ode omo kosi asase foforo no so no bone ne di kan fifi wo ho ye ensa no kobo ye na osan kokasi obi nti se wiase bone ahye wiase ma na se obi si ewiase saye ne ba ye betumi yi bone afi wo ye mfe ye ni hu ne sai ena me di kan bi sa no me grace me bone amaye efa bepo na esi aburi no efa ne ho ben a wokosei ono nso so aka ho emwa na sebe egu nwuram ho no sebe o me bone amaye no efa omo ho ben a wokosei omo nso so eno na me pese yehwe but it is believed say nipa consciousness no pollute na ye so corrupt ena nyankopon be se wiase ni na wasan aye foforo nti se ya boni asan abai how many times ena obe se wiase no waye wiase foforo na daben na boni ne so etu obetwa we na your questions. This idea was not that popular. And even though it targeted women, women, it was not received by them. Imagine two societies championed this theory across most of Europe and the Americas. Medikan ya ka bibia kire say what to kwan bebre ya na se wo ye obi a wutumi read frequency a wuduru ba bia wo betumi read land no na wahu Yoruba fo ewo ade bi eye omo practice so ko ba bi na oduru ba bi foforo a onom nsa ode bi begu fom na ode nsa aka fom na ode aka ne furu mamu minim so omo te ase a when you read frequencies uduru asase bia so a you are able to tell so me ka kire wo se ba bi ade ne start fi ye Europe any Americas maybe I will explain. They are the Holy Galactic Council of Elders and the guardians and the watchers of the universe. Sankrofo we eno mo hyehyɛ sɛ niam nyina no mo hete asase no so no mo hete asase no so no ba bi ade ne start fi ye no na ma kyerɛ no sɛ wokɔ Mexico a omo wɔ airport mienu wɔ hɔ the main airport no wo fa America ɛhɔ na wo bɛfa ɛhɔ na yɛ Benito Juarez airport ɛhɔ na wo bɛfa but sɛ wo fa te sa Antigua hɔ no na wokɔ a eno wobɛkɔ ko wo the private jet especially e de kɔde a wobɛkɔ ko si wɔ ba bi omo frɛ hɔ Americas na se upia ubehu boarding gate na se stand no wo ho aduana enti se wo yo obi a wo ya research na se be nya book na reading na wo movie ekọ ba bia na wo hwehwehwehwe America ka to say I walk through the Bermuda Triangle na me fa Caribbeans no so from Barbados koya kopie Mexico na me fa ni say na mtamba ye na me hwehwe bibi e de na me kire wa ha se wo ye obi a wo read frequencies a se wo fa sa Americas ho no mo na e ho na wo behu se sa asase no so nka ya kanfo de a se wo ko Turkey a wo to be free Istanbul na wo kwa akodu Konya e ho no mo na wo behu se e ho sa frequency na wo nyina so ye voltafo ne de a inti no ye na ye picking asase so nyina o na nia asi e na asi e na ye say Israel pe na ye e ho na ye wo there be one day we will get into all this. Yes, started the quest of Akabulan from London nanka me the mo kwa though we are not showing it, but I'm doing all those things, you know, AKP records no down into what I'm trying to say. And it says omoka say sa Elohim see and this galactic elders no omo shemra no started for Europe na de ko America sa unya te Americas ne pe na wa start se wo hwe abi before enu nti na ma me kire sa de we se nyina mu no enti se wo hwe sa asase na America na me de kire mu na Americas na wo de kwa Dominican Republic ko na bon se ho ni nyina ya kanfo de ya enu ya another story we will talk about one day. This is the quest of Akabulan na ye na ye show mum de but ye gusu aye ehu part na me ye den me pone ho kakra e de kire wo no nti se BBC ye ka kire se sa ankrofo we omo ade omo ye na start fi Europe omo ka se start fi Europe ni America sa automatically you are talking about blacks. Their messages settled mostly around black Americans and melanated people who were seen by these societies as star children of the Nubian ancestry. And I'm chire mu say wo fa sa baby asa ko Dominican Republic obon so honi na ya kanfo asase na me beka bibi ba ma twen answer the right time me reveal no. Their message is simple. We should prepare for death because of our corrupt consciousness. Enu na na omoka tese mo start se mo nya madwin se mu bewu because mo bone mo consciousness no are corrupted into mo nya madwin se mu bewu because the watchers and the elders who are observing activities of the frequencies over the earth have realized that unless there is death and followed by a new melanated consciousness as I say ye nyina ye wu ma but there me bisa ne say why na ye omo elders why and a year or more elders, ewo yen yeso. Why mu and a year more controllers, ewo yeso. Now why mu na chiro said ya omo measure bone no mun serious. Weighing now your questions. Because things like slavery, self-hatred, colonialism, and others have caused the consciousness of the melanated people to be corrupt beyond repairs. Tie, ade ba ko a ehu owiase. Na etimi sei nipa. Neji nipa the self-confidence impo efri ne so eye trauma. So if we understand this eniama ye de nkrofo femu no ye besusu because obi wo a na wudi natem na wo yesei na onya wo hye na wo yesei obi kan wa utumi ka bi kire no se bro so afre nipa na mo ne nka meant na social media na mpiki upon obi a onka wasem unnecessarily out of because some people feel that uni obi ku social media na we popular eye nkurasesem sorry they open be ultimate fa. That's why I am saying that if you have issue with me complain so I'm able to handle you. I na wo gina ho no na wo yes anya ma na te so obi ba bedu wachi a minister time no complain Mami Grace say so I can pick you up. I have that time. Ni awudi obi kom because of whatever no hweniye because trauma ebetumi asɛn nipa the entire system, including the spirituality. Into one wo back to fear, or stepchild to fear, or stepmother to fear, or whatever you can think of. There wouldn't you come no, and say to me tobo. Edema say any panel. Na Africa for na black race, no dear, or more control because I have said this year multiple times that the biggest event that has ever happened in the world on our universe way so no slave trade into Africa for ankasa traumatized beyond repairs, and the only solution as commanded by these high beings of these councils is that all will die and a new race will emerge. Na me bisa no why na ye leaders why na ye council why na more that right no we na ye nhwem no Are they beyond us that they can tell that we wu na we intinase? Omo what that right na we your question na me dey me bisa. Enti obi abewu because of your born inti. Na new race I emerge. Nti aya me bisa. Say we inti na Africa ye so sure. Say ewiase we ba na wie ye. Ana sa asem we na we ye tiri mu ana. Because the way ye preach say ewiase ba na wie ye no. The Western world now, different. Omo nye ready sa. Inti me say me hu say is it because mu na mu bewu? Enti na mu kita mu so much na mu na mu bewu am finding out the enti amu na mu bewu. Why are you people so serious? They bia Africa for na prepare a boat, any ship. Ekofo obi. America for obi a omo kan say omo ko heaven no. So omo nyina papa ne poison omo nyina na omo wu years ago. Inti na nka omo ko boko Africa for ne timi ye ne big time. They play who advert na. So me bisa. Is it because they will wipe you people off? That is why mukita sa ade ni mu seriously. Na sa asem we nke ye ka kire wa ubu mfu rada na ka u promote. They base their theory on these core principles. First is the need to have a cosmic balance. Principles are omugina so a omode keka sa asem we na mebubosu. And restore the universe's consciousness. Adienti omugina so so enkrofo bewu no ewiase na eba na wieye no e na me kire wuni ama omugina so theories bi a pan Africans bi no mo eyeto one na mebobosi. And we can achieve this by ending the old cycle of life into no bi ewu a said there no wa abreso obi ewu yen ebi mu abreso so yesi eja na hye obi a na sama minti ase ne se nyankopon se onfe nsu yiri nsa asase biom enti odi rainbow to ho e de ye nsia no na still anyankopon say yensan boat. Me hu the energy because at the end of the day you wipe everybody and you restart and still the same sin no ewo ho. You even killed your own son. So the paper money is still ewo ho. So who is doing this? Whose game is this? When you adwin 3 key principles that are based on the Bible verse. Romans chapter 8 verse 21. When omudi gina so say earth consciousness no say esay na polutu a obeku omo na ma kire baabi a efiti ye no si say wote so obi ebewu na asase ni nipa foforo afifi wo so a ebibifo egina mu paa bi nti minim se no na akoye moja mu a yete a na ye minim dia ye ho. The creation itself will be set free from its bondage to corruption and obtain the freedom of the glory of the children of God. Who are the children of God? Bronsam wawoba wabonipa. So who are the children of God? It is too simple for me to say I disagree. I disagree with the theory of having galactic masters and divine star people telling us how sinful we are. I don't agree with that. And amibisa ashaseno. Why na eye omu leaders in the first place? Na eden omu de measure bone. Okay, said the amimi ye na ye bone a mountain na esi ho no so na mbisa no waye omu den. Omukose no so account. This is why I don't agree with what they say. Any spirit that comes to us in judgment will be judged by us. Our Bible. I just don't buy the idea of these galactic masters instructing us and appearing like humble and angelic star elders, telling us how corrupt we are. I disagree. Onyankopona all catch me there. I me your bonifo. Bonini me more. Ono no obo boni. Inti sa won pe boni abo boni ye dey. Obe catch me say me boni inti. And I will say we are seeing now. What do you benefit? What say me? What bomb me? What say me na when you're does this make sense? These are things we should ask questions about. We no mujina so. Inti so mu decide so mu be wipe ye nyina ya gya tum say ye ya abonefo. Inti omu be wipe ye nyina na ye fa nko na me bi say yo mesra mu. E den no mu de measure ye bone. Bone ne types ben e na omu hwe so. Pese mi hu. Omu betinye yi bone afiri ho. Ti di omu wipe previously no e ba ne sen e na bone ne san ba ye. Enti se what wipe be previously na the same bone resurface ye. Hukum obapo sa the same bone resurface ye. Na se wugina so se bone bi na wugina so abu atanya. Na che se wunye nyame papa. Untumi ende ade. Na che se eye wo game bi na wankasa wo ye den wo play. and the need for us to obey their instructions for solutions. And this is why omo di we huna ye de bia so that ye be depend on so no ya hwehwe solution. Omo wo solution bia na. Question. These theories make us look insignificant because yesu ni faso de bia ti say ye obey, the obi beka, adi say ye obey, the obi beka. It is no different from the other religious and occult theories of master worship. Chese de bia huna na chese me hwekona na me hu wana me ho popo chese fa hodie bia ni ho e ma me se biye nipa. And I always say that from galactic personas and the Star Council of Elders or whatever they call themselves, I don't trust any of them to want to put humans' interests above theirs. It's a lie. Onyankopon bia ni wo se odo nipa chen no ho. Omo ye ntrofo or say or the nipa interest at wo first. And I make people be so kire wo no. Se sa na ti a aden na se niam no dada no or say odo nipa no ye known to me infri wo. Onye omnipotent, all powerful God who is in control of everything. Say ye na ye ni interest aden na boni own to me infri wo. Is money bigger than him? Wait, is it not somebody's game? And again, so yeah, shut na yeah, pampas adi we na. All these are questions, so and at the same time, they want us to see them as our masters. How? And when I me person na yen hwem nko chi. Ni yen hwe ba bia sa corruption we nyina statifi. Na afa ye hunu ye be ye ho. Because ya anya ni senya ye be ye nko asa. And I want us to put everybody or everything ewo ni place. Na afa ye wi ya kohwehwe ba bia corruption ni statifi ye. Any baby defect no start free from the womb. Na fe matchlested ya kwan ya befa so. Ni ya hwe say schools kura wo from say universities ni be ma ye kwan. Ni ya bo awuremu wo ho. Na ya this year matchro me plan e de ama management no me hwe de omo be ye about it. This is where we are. Maybe sasa wan e ma omo sa power no. E de no omo de measure bone. Ai me bisa. No matter how eloquent their words may sound and how exciting they may appear, they do it for their selfishness. Listen, they don't care about you. You are not their interest. Maka, mewie. Uni will be out by example. For Job, example. They don't care about you. They don't care. Omo selfish interest. Inti no omo ye de omo ye ni nyina. Omo emfa wo ho. They kill us. No, like they kill us. They don't care about us. Do I believe in such councils and star masters' existence? They may exist in this our realm or any other realms. It does not matter to me and it does not matter to you. For we were told that many etheric races existed and many star kingdoms existed. Yes, in we asi bebre wo men kan tell me say me boa what Babel for asem yes no mo wo ho na de what Babylon asem da what Megiddo asem da Jezebel kuro mu what ho asem da ni nyina mu se na wo ho na koye na bae na wo ho na koye na bae na wo ho na ya te ba bi bebrebe ya na ete ase wo ho akọ na afoforo asanyaba na hwan mu na ema ne kọ eba na esanba na make no na the same thing na omu claim so omu chi no e keep on resurfacing until one council known as the Council of Elohim took over, and now we are here. Just say omu play de bia no omu ekumobi no obi abetena so de bia no omu ekumobi no obi abetena so, and everything is looking like they created us. Some believe that they created us, and we've admitted that they created us. No more boy, and so they ye pebia, the omu penny ya nye the omu pa, omu ba be kunye. No more kunye, they don't actually munia money bebre abako. And son omu so omu baye. But ye yet to say the omu kaya no omu no omu boy. Inti so omu no omu boy and the anete se bibia kure ni ho. It said ya ye jidi sa omo no mo boy ye mpa be si say ye san jidi sa no na kisi no kra na boy ye no na kire say wo be den kra kwadwen say na ebi wo ho cause you don't even believe say na ye wo ho dada wo jidi sa no kra na boy nti wo ye dan mpo ekoka say de ono ye no ye game bi e na wo play ye nti ase the Elohim are portraying themselves as gods and controlling our lives, so it's about control enya dia omo control yenya no mo bra no mo kunyen chese de omo pe bia no mo de ye enti enye bibia no mo ye it is for their interest. So you will ask yourself why a black man is promoting this with every energy. Baby say this question. We are not their creation, Maka. We are not their creation. We are the same as these gods. Yeah, the crop match them. Until don't get angry. I am hated for saying these things. Say, ye knew a omu ye nua. Maka pensa no nakis no. Omu ambebo biya wa. Omu mo ye. Omu ye nua. Na die nti a omu hu so mu ye nyame no match them. Ni na is coming from the womb. Ena die nti a yen yankasa so yagye atum say yen obia ba omu ye nyame ne ye besom omu no eno so wo ho eno so ye beka ho asem because se me koka say yen omu no omu boy na obuafu amenti ase yen famra fom ade nti na sebe kafra mo fa nche me wona abetete wunu aba se den onimne maame onimne papa truthfully wankasa kra so obi enim kra deep down within you wankasa wunim no kra na ewo mu ne se sebe enye wo ba. So be you are doing it out of love, which is so beautiful. Until you cannot lie to yourself. And these people know, yet someone nobody yes, so but deep down within them, they know say they didn't create anybody. They are all thirsty for power. And so they have realized that the human race is the easiest to lie to because of the low density of our realm. Now, the rem had be low density, no, and also so I will explain. Sa de we ya sa canceling, hu ye na, reduce and say, yen som no, ye ni ye pe. Na impo ye take bold decisions, to mean take. Nanso take advantage of us. No more cast ye nyame. Na yen sumomono the same thing na reduce aba forma abedru bishop abedru nananom abedru spiritual people abedru ohu obi ese woda form obi no kosi obi niama obi no ye say obi no okwa ha obi no oba ha the same ade na ye reduce atete so a de abesi nipa ni bisisi e bia pampam omo ye den omo esom power na bia hwehwe. Now, what Ghana dia? Na ubehu say indeed we are even in a lower density of our realm because we show your behaviors ni bia. Now no ayedin. We have lost our memory and our divine abilities, making us an easier target to lie to. Inti ya na mi bisa say niyama ni bebre wo hono ma yehu wo social media ne so a yes so a baby sa won sa adenti a ehonum na aba bete asese nsu owo kurom ha nyina say maka de we 1 million times say ye ni any source of memory ye ni bi. Memory in water is very very important when it comes to consciousness. And omo de yes ala yan oni movie no one mboa ne nante yes but nani akwohwe nsu onum no hu no ho pe na nani ba no so ye memory anka ewo hono e de ma generation bia ye say ye nsuo ni nyina ene yetimtim ka kire say ye ni memory until you can say this for sure that we are operating from the lowest density as Ghanaians. Na sa memory na eni ho nti na setup bia works on us. Setup bia works on us. Now to be kura asama ba wonka ebi no. No be person obedi di watem. Seriously. I have crowd. I have a whole army. Until you can pim, they will calculate and come and say it. You are not a problem, but if you are a woman, be bold and come clean so we can meet. Me, I don't do quantum. Me, I don't want to be doing this kind of things to trend. No, that is not it. We have so many things to do. But I know me no na me pe. I know na wo pe you okay, but me there me frel. So if you want to do, mention my name. Unishia mubekenti utumi tenase na ka okasa 2 hours a ubehu se wuni adaje kora awokwohwehwe obi abrabo mo onka okora na wakoka no. We have lost our memory and our divine abilities nti na ndia ti ho no mo nse hu ntokwanko na yeko, making us an easier target to lie to. Everybody at all can lie to us and we are fine with it. Na de obi beka bia so benye nipa adi akire. They just manipulate our minds and make us start worshiping them. This is what they make us do. And listen, so what you want to I don't care. Won't me business. I just ask questions. Now questions no so I may ask and I'm not limited. Maybe so be from Freemason, occult, from every society you can think of. Maybe some question. She said maybe some bibi na want to ask na want to me baby same na want to me mba so now better now platform no so was our TikTok wanna mention my name and say it. So that if I feel I have to answer you, I can answer you directly. Adia michia ne cowardness, which is adian. Because of how we operate, and because of yajibi atu be a setup, obenye ni power worshiping. This is not what we are coming to talk about today. No, but me can't say be actually answer. But it starts from there. Maybe I must shut down my start here. Me bubunia maybe I kosumuna me prepare ground so now. Na semu toma what me at say because the corruption they are talking about is a frequency that starts from the realm of the womb. Medi kan actually say yan start and free ho. Ne ye bete tin finfini na e ho no na fe ye behu no na ende saying if I say na nanom nya nko na wo ye na nanom. People are doing better than nanom. I am going to take my time to explain this to all of us. Se me catch say the corruption na omo kasa e wo ho say eno na ebe say wiase no. E frequency a statifia wudi animu a ade we na nne me take me time na eni nyina ya famu 1111 because say ante sa niama we ase a obi abe rule over us na yante ase a yentimi so nya ho hwe na se yetena ho senya nkrofo bekoso a akukuyen na omo so omo be claim so omo ye bibi so na sa de na ya de omo ntumi ye just for their interest because the womb is limiting our abilities when they get that one thing ayen sonsono ye wo yen ene anyame no entem eye awudi animu ene limit your abilities. These beings have refused to come into this realm through the womb. They couldn't take up this bold decision you have taken. And they know. And omo dada will say worship them. Na kwaha, and abraha, and I say, and then no opese yen wash, and then no no metna on ye mutu ye muase yen farman. Said ye binu may take you over ye butu ye muase the mom. That's their number one strategy. They won't pass through where we pass through, so they can crown themselves gods over us. Meanwhile, you knew and they make us feel like we are sinful and must face death. For what? As Elohim's put it in the Bible, the wages of sin are death. Romans chapter 6 verse 23. How did Omo measure wages in this saying? Remember when I used to call myself the true bloodline of the Anunnaki? People said I was making to know. Inti asieni ni ho. Maka asasi and make a choice Anunnakis no me brothers. Omo making me no. When says see na mo really go deep no. Now the understanding is clear to all of us. Look, your awakening is not to lead you to a higher slave or a bigger servant. You are not awakening so that you met me angel akasa. Not angel, not what friend, what small friend, what baby. That is not what we are talking about. Yen can't say you awake, not a bigger servant. Ewo baby. That is not the issue. It doesn't matter the status of a servant. He cannot compare himself to the smallest of royalty. Enti menya what you say, me yes spirituality no menya bosom no menya nyame bi na me ne na kasa na me na me kasa kire nkrofo. You are still a slave. Now obi a o slave a owosoro say den. Enyo oni obi a o yes small royalty kura na yepe. Eno na me pesa me ka kire wenne. Ema wote ase epen. Madam fu bi no ka kire me. Or say to be in opposition, or say to be a security in a ruling party is better than to be a speaker of parliament in opposition. I don't know the truth in this. Sanatia, to me kasa wabe a bigger slave because would you own obey angel na one ne kasa from a software to nana to who obia yakwa. That is not what we are talking about. I keep telling people from the council of the Elohims to the council of the Emerald dynasty of the Anunnaki to the Sumerian gods, the Galactic Council, the masters, none of them created us. These entities, these beings, these energies, wherever you place them, they didn't make us. You just have to learn deep and understand these things. They didn't make us. Whenever I say that these gods are my brothers, the only thing is so no jina nkonkon so na me mato go tema e no nkyere so you better than me. Me ka say no me bedane ebronsam na obi didi matam na me nua onye steam a untumi attract steam o ana me boa or see ye are gods Christ in you. I didn't know untumi hu say won so the same thing, but you have just fallen in a jacket. You don't want to understand this. And you are saying they created you and they will judge you and they will kill you. No. I want us to think deeper about this. Because any way there, na me ye abeyifu adwuma in your eyes. Meanwhile, you know very well that what I'm telling you is the truth. But because it's not in the Bible, a problem. It is the womb that ported us. I'm portiomo. That's the difference. Whatever mystery is in the womb, we have no idea, but none of these gods themselves understand. Adia what awudie ni mu no. Omo ankasa omo suro omo ntrai. Ye so ya try no so ye ni hu idea. These are things I want us to share. I'll get into this mystery for all of us to see, so we know what to do. They lied to us that they created us, so we should stop sinning and repent, so they will forgive us and make us the best servants to worship them. Does this make sense? Wona wo bo me ena me yo obonefo nti mi njai bone ne ye na wo de me bone che me a na wo de me akọ wo kingdom ni ono ne kingdom, not my kingdom, but his kingdom na makosom e wo hono. I don't want any of you to become a bigger servant. It's the same thing. They all want the keys to the earth to rule over the fallen species as gods. Omo agenda no eno na me de ama. A good God will not turn his children or loved ones into slaves. Onyame papa biye ni ho obeye saade we. Onyame papa biye ni ho obeye saade we no waka say som me. No. Onyame papa biye ni ho obeye. Ebusia, from the 1950s that these beings started evangelizing and programming us. The fact of what they must teach us is how to rejuvenate the divine pot that we use to come into this realm, because omu nim se no pe ene reduce ye ana emma ensunsunu ye ba ye ne omuntam honam na ye fa edetale ye ho no nti se nkomu ye nyame omu do ye nyampa komu be kire ye se wo fa honam na tale ho a anka de wo be ye, because omu nim na wo ye better than them nti omu mpo mu ni asem a omu be den omu be ka a kire, but omu pese omu di wuso na omu tena wuso. This is the problem. Senye sa nka womb mystery no e no mo beye mu adwuma nti nka wo da wo die nim na wo ba half ahonam ne pepepe enso nka wo reduce na wo ne omo ayepe sanka dwen papa wo mu tirim na omo ye nyankopon omo create ye yampa ka we ye bibi simple a omo beye e na make no. That is what we are going to expose to you today. Na afei one kasa what na say na ye hwe say ye betumi dia ko universities na ye de konkola no wona aho ne sa ba ye betumi dia ko universities for no na omo ankasa atena se no mo aye omo calculation no mo de omo science no e de afra na omo ahwe say dia ye kan make sense and e make sense na fefiri wono ma yato ye bo e wi ase ye be say no ensay mawo ensay mame e say for these people and their benefit. They don't care about you nyabotre. Whatever is corrupting in the womb that keeps robbing us of our abilities and making us lawless. They know the secret, but they will hide the real secret in between lies. Sankrofue, they know pastor yeni omu ye pe, and I'm di kaka just the body. Na so omu kanu kura ni nchire woda, because omu ye cowards. They want to hang somewhere and turn us into what we are not. Ono a omba ono soso a oma wo hwe so nko, and present us a format that makes them appear to us as good gods, which they are not. They are nothing but liars. That they are gods and we are humans and they will kill us if we don't repent. Who made them gods over us? They're not telling us to worship them. It's a lie and it's a great error. They know, because even in the Garden of Eden, where were they worshiping? Let's use their own book. In the Garden of Eden, almost any Yankopon momu na eba omo ho. Ebe ye fellowship with them. And I'm a bodam. Free time na omu di aduaba na ye pam omu free. Honey, now where were they worshiping? ehina uhu worship wo pamocho oka se omonko go and fiti Genesis abodi fiti ase nyina where did you see worship ehina uhu worship wo abusua that is why we are here today and eniema ye beka na ebinie man krankra bi akwaba the opening alone a full editorial on Galactic Masters but let's stay focused ma shade bubu we nimu amaw so that we bete dia me beka ni nyina ase so bi katro so ye nyankopon a onu na obo wo na jai bone ye na wen jai bone ye obekun a okun for no ni selfish gain. You are not the problem, you are not the matter. Na se mema ye bone a otwe ene adoa prako no odani buomu no onu so bone be na waya wuku mi a wuku ne fra. So we should read meanings na yenhwe lines na edidam no so we are able to redeem ourselves. Inti medical mouth sa formula we but yen focus on the enti ene ye wa ha no so. We are here for ourselves. Nyomunti. Not for any other star or etheric masters. We are not here for them. We are here for our divinity. Understand this. Yani omu ya de kro, ya fa honam no na ato ye ho so. Ye di focus no beko de ati ye mu no so. Enu ne ye hia. E man krankra bi akwaba. E de ba time with Maame Grace dwumadi kese ye yisu biom. I am your spiritual visionary. You know that. And my name is always Maame Grace. This is Time with Maame Grace. So, after ni ye start. Abusia nansusu ye kwesi ada biomi man krankra bi achi man krankra bi akwaba e de ba time with Maame Grace dwumadi kese so megimidi san krankra bi a entechere madana bodwumu e na moja nsusu edi ni mu afuru sane da foforo. Today we are discussing galactic elders and na maka cho say ye behwe one topic womb manifest ye bete saade we ase ya climbing the next step into ye koyanim. So from now no ye celebrating 6 years no 2 weeks ago na ye share ye video no last week and ye only time with Maame Grace and na enya 6 years wo social media na ka say YouTube the aka ni na no me started time with Maame Grace na me grow ye na me build it wo so omu de omu nya 6 years omu nya so a mema maso ayeden ati on this platform. I am the prettiest preacher. Call me Kasongo, call me Saint Osika, call me the Grand Furnace, call me Goddess of Light. Mi wodi bebrebe. Frame dia wupe bia na meje so e dia mawo. Abusia, what I am sharing today is not coming from fear. Fatu utri mame. It is coming from awareness. So it is coming from what the universe has been watching for a long time. The beings of the stars know that when they speak to our flesh, that is not the case for us. Inti what I'm coming to talk to you today no anadi amede wo be share and then no ni source and amede amawo no na se me ma sa source no na me ka ba bi e free kire wa na unim say downloads ebesu e wa ha say we know that our real self is not necessarily the flesh or our flesh. We know obi anim say nya honam na te ho no e na ye ono ente sanka nipa wu a ye nkoto no ntwene nipa wu a eye de ati ni mu na afiri ni mu ana sunsun no e na edi part from the body e na ye koto nipa no twene eno na e kire say honam a wodi ti we enye eno na ye wo e den na ti mu. Your flesh is your temple. It's equally coded in the Bible. O say ye are the temple of God. Ye nyina ye nim sa de o so ni pedua no e ye onyankopon asore dan ana meboa. So your flesh is your temple enye wo. Your flesh is the place you use to move around in this world. So what we are saying, oh yeah, dear now, beyond honami yeni. The real you is the consciousness. When your consciousness is out of alignment or out of balance, that affects everything around you. Intinya honam nepe. Obi to meet nase onyare o, ba waye basa sebe all sorry akudwaripo. Eye ne din ebitimi didi no omotena hwa na aduane no omonsakora om ahohoro no omote hwa na omo adafem. It's all about your consciousness. Se obi nyare so onte apo di ubisa ne se den na ye na ontumi nkire but ohunu hu se onte apo ye mfokoso wo se eniama we nyina eso se wonye balance and se wonye align with your consciousness everything around you no affected tieniye mame it is not just a personal issue how won kwa but obi obey will be ebetumi aye wo yere ebetumi aye wo ma ebetumi aye wo like obi bibi ewiase eben will be can suffer if se wo wonye align with your frequencies or your consciousness sana ebetumi aba no it has a global effect because it gets other things out of alignment and balance so bibia ba nsa bibia obesom bia so to me ebeye problem and this is what the Galactic Council was trying to take advantage of in the late 1950s omu behu say this shake up no high adwene and omu decide say omu begina so no omu take advantage because black people in the Americas and the Caribbean were confused about themselves in that era na makacho the trauma the slave trade, the death, assassin who ya no, not they were in trauma. Until at that time, no, not their omukom no, and these Elohims no, they decided some be capitalize was a situation so too much trauma, na a koso. And I make a choice. Would you be fat trauma mo ye? Men ma wo hu nye din, will say obedient. Would the nipa ni go through? Would the need fat trauma mu to boase? Ebinum wo no ma. Omo wanu edin dia wode ye no no eye ne kwan so kra de na one ne nkokasa nia wode ye na wugina nipa ni ma wugu nanim ase no obeba beyi ano bo data ma dia okom no trauma edini ma bebreba sa time na no na ekoso wa bibifuo mu na eho na ejina pa sa trauma na akoso no se na make wo physical evidence physical evidence na wahu a wobetumi etu kwan afa like Barbados ho no ma Antigua, for St. Martin's, akopie Dominican Republic, could have Fakwana Sankopie wa America. I feel Behuni and American. Ubehuni make like the physical evidences. If you want, I'll bet you me try we know wash. Too much trauma from freedom struggles and racial tension. And no na koso ewe before so. Therefore, an imbalance of consciousness creates another imbalance. So when we are no, so we just shake up now. Na enya wadwen pe na nsisi so unipadua ni nyina na afi a shift and that imbalance continues until the entire planet is shaking because medical culture so wunya ye imbalance ne pesa na affect bibia around you nti ebekwa akowu wiase a wutim ni nyina eso so this is also one of the biggest parts of our imbalance as Africans trauma na yakom no trauma na no den. This philosophy that our individual consciousness can cause imbalance in the entire universe is true because I make no wona ube de wo hu na ube show no around but other beings keep using it to cause fear and threaten humans through channeling. Omom hu de ayakomu sa na wie no na omu take advantage. Hwe obi betimi abewura fie na wahu se fie ni mu nipa na tompan no wabate se obeboa fie no obetumi afa fie ni nyina de aye ne dia ofa no owo na odane dane ani a ubehu ano na wabefa fie no I have some downloads bi but me mpa me ho asem na me check all the black stools e wo Ghana no na afa e mobo untumi nya akoa na umbetena konwa so konwa ni tumi ni befim tu untumi nkoya akoa wo ba bi e metena konwa so e ma ni nye na saa ye chieftaincy ni ye kingship ade ni nkonwa tuntum no eniama akosa download ni de em say me em saka akada koro ni mabewu a na me record nti me wi a na mawu ko na mabọ no wo machi and ye ono mu ntumi nya me hwe because it's so sad se to me free bibi mu a areko keke enti say ye go through trauma na these beings no so no almost started threatening nipa that say need through channeling befa ye ni abi so no omu di ehunehuna atoye so. Don't argue with me. Just get closer to a shrine or church where channeling usually takes place. Enso na sorry na enso na bosomsom na enso no hwe. Ameka we nti onate wo ho ase. They are all agents. Enti sa wo say unsum ufie busum biom ene enko busum fie enko asore so. This is why ani nyina moja wo ho. Maka. Enti sa wo say umpa wo fie whatever that is in your house, then don't go anywhere, because all these are agencies. They don't have any blood covenant or bloodline issues with you. It's another topic we can talk about one day. Go to these places where they channel. You will hear the spirit saying that right now the whole earth is in a state of imbalance. Omuka said the whole earth ni state is in balance. They usually tell people to change. Stop sinning. It is always with every channeling. Channeling biya, obi obebe biya, or your busmo, or your wanyo, or your dienyo, warning ya. When jai we besi, 1 year we besi. This same concept has been politicized into a universal project of global warming and climate change. When we say adiano baku sia, na ye didi so sa na meka no. Na ye didi sao, omu be create chaos no omu ye nua baako aye ni agent no omu de na tua no, no omu afa no so a channel. No omu de say hu na si ye so, no omu abe lutu ye abe say ye nyina. Adie we aye stages sali de so say nwa master si omo aye ni stages e den na nko bibini beye na wade no ho enu dia wo beye ni say wo be deal with the trauma na sitting in the womb no, so you were able to give birth to your gods. And then ye no ha say start free topper na obi so nya bi na odi ebi no so na onya aduane free wa. It is the same as the galactic messages. Change your consciousness or Mother Gaia will suffer. And our global warming and climate change, if we yes the same thing. Your consciousness affects the universe. So an angel or alien spirit has been channeled to tell mankind to change their frequency. They don't have anything good to do to us than to change our frequency, to renew their consciousness so that the universe will be saved for them, not for you. They are telling us the same things. Adia corona no keep on changing. No more rapping, no more rapping. If you go to church, they will tell you to stop sinning so you can go to heaven. Because of your lack of righteousness, the earth will be destroyed on Judgment Day. And yes, sorry. Ask yourself, what have the monkeys, lions, and bears done if someone decide to eat pork? So be na akwa prako a yare na wakwa prako na onya no yes enko samoa we so obi prako okore ne for mo ho bai bisamo I mo bisamo ho questions so wanye papa wo be kobru nsam jim we for mo ho bai. So the rivers and everything must be destroyed in judging someone who has sinned for not going to church. And I'm bisamo asase no me grace me tie me boni amaye no. The mountain that is about to be destroyed. What has the mountain done? Me boni amaye. If a mountain me ko wuma mountain so ya destroy na kan. In the same way, climate change people will tell you if you don't plant trees or you drive plenty of cars in the city and eat gobe in plastic bags, the earth is going to be destroyed. Someone at the end of the year, it's in wraps. Until Baka say Obi cast and Papa be the same people now no more than your same as galactic unions will be warning us of aligning our consciousness because it will destroy the universe. The same message in the same 3 preach yamau. A dear Nadia Mimi go bear men did rob a muno. A best assassin. Someone who say best assassin, other than a mumpedium bear. Now, one crown of the plastic they buy in the first place. Yet you come you be so baka preaches adi and amaye. Ye na ye didi wa habemu. Ahabano a task assassin a fertilizer no. Near the cra, near the numusuo. They are natural. There was no reaction. There was no metal issues in our systems. Into why they buy where we are was able to your plastic rubbers ni yamana come na de any ye ni kuromu ha. bibisa mo ye ne ye de ba ye yete ane ye nim rubber bi omukwa no masan be ka the same thing e de akire nanka bi obi bewu ana asase be sey ye nyina be kwa ka wo a wo de ba nya wu de be ku first yasem na awre ko dodo odwen ho a oncho be dwen ho a na wu ni anye they are the same people they be ayanjai bone a asase ne be sey yanye gobe a asase no be sey say yanye your consciousness a asase ade kro na se si ekra disposable ade ni bi ni wo ho no ma udi wie kra wo mo na enye disposable biom nti no modi we nyina bebre yen wa na wi a wasan be ka chem se menja ya asase ne be sey wo ba wa beto se me de haban na edidi soma ka chem mo river banks mu si yin mo plastics e wo ho ebe kakra mu be wo no na plastic chem ba ne hwinim na mo atwe ni twan epia bonti. We agree that this imbalance is not only physical. We agree on it. Obia betumi ade atum because the bia omo tana no mo de aba na abeka omo wi a na omo asan de brain se mo enjaye a obi business obi introduce trouble ne ma ye wi a na fe wa ba be introduce solution no ni nyina omo benefit. So we believe that it is not physical, it is not only emotional, it is cosmic. I'm telling you this, it is spiritual, it is energetic, it is historical, it is psychological, it is systemic. Obi ni business. The same thing, they be in the assassin, they be assassin, so they be assassin, say, Coba many petty assassin. So the man will be bini deep. Now what you say obi business ni, yan create a business. And I make a no. We should look into the womb and give birth to our gods, not to look for gods to worship. And it is connected to something deeper that the universe has been observing for a long time. But it looks like for millions of years, other species have been using this simple information for control, distraction, and to gain our attention. They want us to know that the universe is not watching us create this chaos alone. That's the universe. That's why I said that you don't need a God to tell you that you don't need a God to tell you that sweep. You don't need a God to tell you to pay tax. You don't need God to tell you that what will be at the tree. You don't need a God to tell you that who could do be now then the will no boo what about channel. You don't need a God to tell you that you don't need a God to tell you say obi stay away from it if you don't want. You don't need a God to tell you. You should know you are born with it. You know what is wrong and what is right. And you nyame bi na be ka kire say menye bone na ye papa na menye say ni nye say. This is your problem. Obroni pra ne kuro mu tete ne gatam. Enye because of God. Yenya ye say ye niama because of God. Hwe situation ya yetim. E wa ha say. You don't need a God to tell you to do what is right and what is wrong. Anka nyame na ya fa no ka bone asan wo kuro mu ha. Ana meka no okodum no wa mo odi nsu okokoro omo nyina odi no wa mo ko ye no. E de na esi ye. Enya ensa na epie ho no mo ne akwawensafo na epie ono omo odo omo na otusu omo de ko ye no. Enya akwawensafo na kwabo nsa wo ho na omo status obo ka si nipa. Enya boni na di carry surface ye. So what are they telling us? That Africa is sitting here and I don't understand. They want us to know that the universe is not watching us. It's a lie. They want us to understand that the planet is under observation by cosmic intelligences who have been watching human imbalance for thousands of years. I just remembered a guest I had on the show who loves speaking about cosmic intelligence. I have had 2-3 more people. Let me send love to all my guests. If you have time, Nasa to me kasa about this cosmic intelligence. Now you can pass through and talk to us. And these are the questions. So if you have knowledge about this cosmic intelligence or this cosmic masters, if you have knowledge about them, I am giving these questions. The platform is open. Come and educate us on this. If you have time and you have this knowledge, pass through the show and tell us why these galactic energies want to rule us. I don't think no person will really ask. So what knowledge about it? Come and talk to us about it. Me ja questions na gu ono wadwen ho adwo to uni amansa waba. Come and tell us why some of them are neutral record keepers. But some of them want us to see them as guardians. Please come and educate us if you have galactic knowledge. Which one is our adversary? Please, if you have this knowledge, come and share it with us. I want to know when the dynasty time of the Elohims will be over. Because definitely, they will be over. Ebia bakwa. Hamurabi no money there. Ebia bakwa. Almost some time beko ebeso. But we want to know when. Please come and tell us. So also what galactic knowledge. Omo wono. Questions are me here na meturu ato wono. The platform is open and it is for free. 0244860092. Ufra. Now wabe educate you questions we ano amaye. Now let's look at womb manifest. The truth is that a lot of what we are dealing with is just the womb manifestation. Nkrofo we wa dan de nyamani wa o ma dane nyamani and Africa te ha. I don't know. It's high time I be dealing with this trauma. Ni yetimi afa ye ntoma pa afira. Enye se be yedin. The womb is the gateway. Everybody is aware of this. Just as the womb is the root of our consciousness issues. Because the whole woman ye ko fa ya asem na sa nkrofo ye omadane omo God wo yesu omo se omo de omo mfa hoda eno na reduce yen a bit ye say yen obia because they are making us feel say yen obia. The man comes out of the gateway of the womb obema bia free aha owo akra na omo nkwa free nkwa no kro ho na wo omo ko oba pe no ma ye refresh they are just ungrateful. They don't tell us the truth. Say you are our God, women. You are God. They don't want to tell us the truth, but that's the truth in actual fact. The feminine energy has the power and the right to program both male and female. We are aware of this simple knowledge. Our mothers teach us our first lessons. Say, the first skin you ever touch. The first face you will ever recognize, the first finger when sana will start to say what they saw ademuno o ma mensa na udi kan edisom your first smile, the first person that smiled at you was your mother. And until na sa won for ma men yehia ade na ma me fu ni bi lanka wala wada na anyenfo ti wala I kan asem ni bi ma honpo onye ye me wo bani wo me fie e na aboa na wo hey wiase ehu o wiase ehu nti me sha aboa ne sa na me si and ye ni papa omo wo no mutumi ja omo ba ne to ba bi no mutumi kono. I believe they are not okay in the head. They need help honestly. Aboa na wa wo no omo se owo na wo ko ne ho 21 before uko babies no 21 days ama me ne be rejecting kola no. I learned to say jamwa so sa owo no bi on penasem koso de badi mo obewe abofra no na mami bani no a owo no otutu ni hu nyinara otuamuna no wo garden ni mu ko deep no otutu ni hu wi otutu ni hu nyina gu ade ani mu na otutu ni hu wi gu ade ani mu no ko hye mu no owo ye na de shock me nie ensu oto a mi gina soro ho na me hwe ne wo fom ho otwe rubber no de akokata tokuro na no nyina ode anwea otu anwea ne kata tokuro na no nyina na watwe rubber no de akokata tokuro ne so nti mi gina soro ho na me say abuani no assistant nothing hwe de aoye nti so obi wu no ja ne ba ho a let's say you two yebo ma say nipa no bibia koso wrong. No wonder the West place women first. Women are powerful. Mothers, oh my God. Baby, I wish me Phoebe, we are mommy, I may congratulate you. Now me catch you say we are very powerful. It is only religion that will tell you see a binu kra will gate will move here, so gate and man film. Let's no gate and man film. We will suffer if we don't understand these things. Oba ene betimi ama wabra bossa me see the womb can even limit your life. Women are so serious. The man comes out of the gateway of the womb. And we all know this. The feminine energy, I have told you, has the power and the right to program both male and female. Our mothers teach us our first lessons. And I make they give us our mothers' tongues and teach both girls and boys. Mami betumi anum nsa wo emra wo ye funum a masabe de ebeye wa ye obetumi aye deformed. Sa mami wo si oye bayifu a wo de kwahwe no because onyem no okwawe bayifu nam na wo da ye funum na we bi. This is how powerful women are. That womb na sete wo mo na brofo yi nkrofo yi o madane da ne bibia. Ba mami bi sa de we. If a man is a sleeper, say wo mami ye sleeper. And now papa ye sleeper, de yin na course fie ni pa. Me ka sleeper ati ase. Say wo mami you unconscious, like on your conscious person or no ye dogmatic being na. Wo mami ye dogmatic, ne wo papa ye dogmatic. De yin na course fie ni pa. Abusua amanfo bebre omo talent ayira because of religion. Religion. A placing man behind. Africa will suffer more than this. She is a womb manifester. That is the actual name. The womb manifester. And a womb manifester. This nkrofo we done nyama bebre na enyu abutu. Said the be ya want ase. The real definition of the feminine energy is womb manifester. The womb is the ocean of life. The baby is the object that must manifest at the shore of the ocean. The other day when I was talking about the airport and port, people were joking. Just like a seaport, the womb has a port for the baby to come into the world. So when you say your ocean, the entire ni payimpa ansana abofra ni di echire ba no, there were a whole lot of spiritual meanings. We can equally treat that. So items from the sea are given a manifest to show that they have arrived. No mufisa kuronim. The womb is the manifester of the male and female. Ohon obiye ni wa onfi homba. Eyenda na mwani ya bia broso. Na mu ye niama. Na nupo ye den. Ubeko kwa kofa bibi ansa wa ye niama no. The womb is the ocean. It has a port and it manifests babies. So the womb manifests. Tiasiye mame. Shortly referred to as the woman. It's actually womb manifester. Na nkrofo we twa no woman. Omaye ni tie nti se won think deeper, unim ne eko. Nti man ankasa mpo don't know what they carry. That's actually the meaning or the full name. Womb manifester. No mo twa ne short. Womb man. Na ya so mu ne yede nam, ne yede ko. Mama mani na let all women sit at the back. Let every woman keep quiet and listen. Ene mo ne. Don't think says a baby a woman. The womb is something that is sitting inside there. And when they say manifest here, you should have it reason. It doesn't mean you are not a woman. A man is the item that comes out of the womb. Anything that comes out of the womb is a manifest. That is why some religious books categorize both male and female as man. Man. From Old Testament, man is short for manifest. Let me say hello to one of our musicians called Manifest. We say, is this the reason why I name me manifest now? I like him because he speaks good English. Me, I am Michelle Crawford from afar. I like wise people. Me pen Crawford munim nyansa. No mo ka nyansa kasa. I listened to one a few years ago. Now me driver na there two radio station bi and I mo interview Ayigbe Edem and I meet the way I all answer anyway. I can say he is the most intelligent musician in Ghana, my opinion. Based on how Ayigbe Edem was answering his question, I said this guy has a bigger brain. Meaning where he is now. But I send love to him wherever he is, and I send love to Manifest also. But we have to appreciate them. Man is a manifested object from the womb. Womb manifest is the woman who carried the object in her ocean and lands it at her port as manifest. It was corrupted into woman. I don't know. omo to me year 1 month 31 days na ye ebinum 30 days na omo ye ebi 28 days me ni ba bi omo nya zero ni fi de be share anim. But esoterically it means womb man, the one who carries the portal or ocean of life. She is the manifester because she makes up your biology. This is women, oh, which defines your soul and body. Nti wo obema na wabe yo osofo na wo ka kire ankro mba ne say Bible so yo monko mo anu ntum no. Se mo anka sa mo hu sa mo nya smart. Yesu ni papa hwan na wo no. Yesu ni oba pa na wo no. They talk to you in parables or in codes and you don't understand. Wutu unsuro mba wo benya che wo wiase. Se unsuro mba wutu wono wo benya che e wo wiase. Mibisa o. Her consciousness and her unconsciousness will affect you. Enti na make us say samo kwa waria. Eya mon check it. The only decision you can make for yourself is to choose a partner for yourself. Inti one share genetics. Na se one sure ba na wo kwa ware ne so a sa na wo be wo. I'm telling you, one sure be ma na wo kwa ware na sa na wo be wo. Nti na me ka kire wo say emia wani nware obi because of sika na nye sika na wo be wo. Onipa na akọ ware na abewu enti wo de mia wani na ware onipa ne because of sika no na abewu so oba ne sa anote penipa no se de otie bia ne the condition with love na ware no so wo bia wo ni problem na emom so wo kata wani sa obe ware ni because of sika me ka kire openye sika na ebedi enti wo nwo sika no dia wo kata wani a wo be wo no wa wo anu afi na wo ba no time no wo life ni nyina ye miserable. We don't even check genetics. Me de bia me come me say me magels no. Say me ti asian so obi abe wo a me say obi anwu mpo ansem ewu. To me say obi anwu tentem 22 keto no kra me say hey ye na wo na me hwe na wo ansem ewu. Anio, the only decision you have to make ye wu ye baby ye wo enya wo na wo kire ye. De owo enya wo na wo kire ye. Eda wo bewu wo nim. Anio, but the oba ware de wo choice to take. So wo pese wo ni nipa ni sanya. Now de wo so wo do na. Wo de oni ni nsanye. Sade bi wo ho no ma wo betumi atwa so. Sorry o, me nka se ma obi enwo. Se bia wakofo obi na oye sickle cell. Na wo so ye bia na ye ka kire wo sei. E dey na ye love. Do you want that love to put you in prison for the rest of your life? Because you are going to give birth to these children. They will go through pain, and you yourself, you will go through all these troubles. Asore se mamunjai na moteho, na mu create we na mo am life na ye miserable. Love no will fade away eventually when the trauma becomes so much that you can't bear. Enti enkata weni nye bibia force. Ye de ebeboa. We understand that the current cycle of Earth consciousness is not the best. But we can't subject ourselves to a resultant death prophecy as atonement for the decay. We would just be falling into the traps of extraterrestrial beings. Didn't say there be a prophecy be and we are saying and this is it. There are galactic groups, archons, dracos, and hidden cult of fallen beings who feed on the emotional energies of humans. We've done in total editorial about this. It's still on this same platform. They observe what we do because the energy humans produce in fear, in conflict, in division is useful to them. That's what they feed on. We've done this. So when there is imbalance, when there is confusion, when there is hatred, these beings benefit from what humans release. Eya me ka kire nkrofo. Me wahu. Se wo hu se matena platform we say so. No obi aye me bibi na me address ya. Menye wadwen say because ma address a particular issue nti nipa ne ye me anim, uni me bedi ne ho kokonsa. Dwuma me di bedi wu no. Hu ba bia wo de befa. When I say things, I am gone. When I say things, I am so gone. And I mean, then I mean, need time I may be enough phone so I be called be wasem. Happy what me kana. When we go through and disgrace people on social media and do all sorts of things, It will end. Whatever fight, whatever the confusion, it will end. Maybe Sasa what say ni panidia, and I will expose you, and I will do this, and I blah blah blah. Who ye ni area na wushie ni pani later? How would you feel? Ubu na efu a ubu beju. Inti dia ubu fu ya okay. Obojo a na wushie ni pana. How would you feel? Whatever you do, think of tomorrow before you do it. We have these people like omoma yeku. Ane, omoma ye go through all this because it omo no munya benefit no. Whatever we do bad, it will end. For their benefit, we gain nothing. Na yasan say ye tomorrow so e de aka ho. We na make catch ye na some ye fa ya adwen embra so na ye mbo bra bi because of onyame bi. Ye bo bra because ye wa ha to bo bra no. We can't blame wars and chaos as the signs of our end time as a result of religious sins. It's a lie. No, you can't blame that on it. No. It is these archons and dracos who are benefiting from the wars, chaos, and other destructive things. Niyama bone. Aye ni na. And Americano. Ebejai. Ye ma ye ho unnecessary tensions and unnecessary pressure. When we say nkrofo akwa mo 10 years da. Wo ye danya obejai. Ye for them. Ye constant tokwani ye gugu sa nkrofo ani masene. What do we get out of it? Obi aka asam anya odeyi ano na movie. Eye den. Edasem. If they make it look like we must accept wars because we are sinful, we have just given them our approval. Boninti na yekuna. We just give them the approval and free will to break our soul contract and do whatever they want with us, which is very bad. We then become their prisoners. That's why I always say we are our own problems. So we are our own messiahs. We can decide to end them and we can decide to save us. At the same time, systemic forces within human society exploit the imbalance of the human consciousness. They control the food, education, economy, and information. They control. They do this to exploit our energies for their goals. They benefit from control and manipulation, and we can't be blamed for their evil. You would take this or you would just go with this. This is a very simple knowledge. There are also colonial and post-colonial systems that were designed to keep certain people out of alignment with themselves. And almost 30 systems. No, it's not that we don't know, but almost chichira windaria taso. And omudi ebinum ye nianu ni bia tietieano. Enti unhu sa ba edina okoka unianu ne be eliminating. Religious institutions that shape identity and create fear also work against our balance. Another thing. Omukromu de ne de okoka ne bebra wewu. Bible say into uka kakra no we movie. We na be maye adentina ade baako we say yenhwe no nko a. What about the rest? Because yesu a ye jai him. Ye kwa anadwo ye koda. Ade na uma yen learn both. Now say baako na ne yenhwe. You see where the imbalance is coming from. There are hidden scientific and political agendas that want to guide human behavior. Nti ewo wa ne ye de washim. Wan kabrofo a wunye sei. So the imbalance is not accidental. It is built. It is created. This is where we are. And you'll be a jumaminianum. I did can't catch you. Or beshisha the nema wa na for the errors na betiato, not the solution, no. Ediaba. Nejuma, who will shop no company kitwana we be any po, won't pay say begu. If you so be on what na juma to this level ebegu nti no say you obi so obetumi egu asori obetumi aye say anana ho ya mesere amanfo adwuma omo mani ngu omo bo ho ban enu nti na media me say nko omo maye mfa consciousness nko gu asori nim because baby ya gather nipa, that is where power is, because frequency is power. Nti nipa ni ye bebre, frequency ni ye high. Nti omo ya ade by gathering the people. So me, I am not saying we should scatter them. What I'm saying is we should take consciousness there. And then we can decode the Bible. Nanka yenshe de ebekoso in just 2 years. Now so we know what is hindering us. It is supported by structures that benefit when humans do not know who they are. Ain't no consciousness in the omo fan ko baby aje platform yi so a. And we can't take the blame for it. One kasa one hwehwe a the Bible cry ye clear. Or say salvation is individual. And no san so can say obia or say obia like individually obia fa ho popo ne ayamhihye nyo no ne nkwaje ho adwuma. Until you can't blame anybody for this. If today Yahweh destroys the earth with whatever power, he can't say we cause it. No. Obwa. Ono oye killer. Yahweh nankasa, that nigga oye killer. And you want to me back and me say maybe born into no queen, into a cool born into a queen. Has he been able to eliminate sin? And then we are so a bed and running. Into want to me on dear will not find the same me come me man quine. I only no wickedness no exhibit. No de ba shame obwa. He loves the distraction. I odo kum odo say and he benefited. Okuni pani we are no one room ni moja because of Dracula so come. And he calls it on one of me warning in aba. Baba catch them say me boni. Human energy imbalance is not a basis for losing our willpower or control of our divinity. Every human is accountable. Every human is accountable. We have not been good stewards of the planet. No kwasemnie. We pollute the air. Ghana diani di ebon kankan. We poison the water. So we harm the soil. Our food is filled with chemicals. Our lifestyles create trauma. But can't catch it all. Say gold na mutu no mo ka say holes na mutu asase ni mu ana nsuo ni pe. You are removing the minerals out of the land. Nti edidi aduane na aduane ni na ye poison. We eat modernized foods that breaks the body down. Me say fat is the greatest demon ever. Enunti na omo bre yen say aduane nyina ma yedi. Nkrofo we bibi omo be ka kire yen bia ye lies. They first told us our salt is bad. The Celtic salt we eat here. They told us it is bad. And they brought what they want. They came to tell us that coconut oil is bad. Now look at it. They came to tell us that ahabana yedidi yediane no bad. Now look at us. Appetition but the other one ye. They are so bad. No more brain way, no more brain way. Na nkola ni na ye tefu. Baby aye woni ya sama ye mobo. Se si ye do. E ma ye wo do a wo ye exercise and then aduane papa nso beba. Se si o mama ya ye lazy. Ye de widi site gugu enwura ni nyina se se wo mpesa wo bebre. Na aduane ne na nti wodi widi site ni gu wo na eku nwura ne sa no. Aduane na wadua na efifi na anu enye nwura. Nti wandwe yanko deep. Say ku nutrient bi afia asase nim ya ye mre ya ye ha ya dwen na bafom na ye di sese ni ye di omo de no nti weni baba wo so na so ukoba wo kona hwe ni ho na waka ho e bi aye dunie. We live with processed sugar. We use plastics that change our hormones. Sese abofrake to na watwa bra aya me ko places nkola bi wana me du me madi me manachi na me hwa ade me say eh nenti nkola nkiti ni nkola ni nyina omo pusi no o de epu age abos cause niema no mudi ni wrong. Pregnancy has been over medicalized. Stress culture has become normal. Just niema nyinara yaje atum say ye. Emotional neglect has become common in families. Oh my God, we owe it to ourselves. We can't blame anybody. We owe it to our earth. Yenya yenim nyansa sade ye nyame nti ne ye beye nyame bese asase nti ye be ye say na yetim onyame bi any right. It is not the right of any galactic god to come and destroy our world and take away our divinity because of that. Only that right. And this thing abrofo no ma ye aware of this because omo putting in a movie for them to watch. Omo said that ye movie no masuma galactic beings ni so omo mess say asase no na nipa di omo so. Wait me akwohwe Fantastic Four any Avengers eno pe kohwe. Omo nyo bia ena brofo no nim nti e wono de omo nsoa ni chechire nche se nyame ibo asase be se wiase be se age se hiafo yi mu ayeti ya hiafo adwene ukokon mo so omo bu afuta wakasa wo yohiani na why would you even think like this? Openimu ani moto mafu ete Ghana ha etwen se asase be se asembe nie all these things weaken consciousness adwin and your consciousness just say lawu and we are aware and consciousness is the generative seed of creation, which is why I have been preaching awakening for the last 8 years. I have been screaming. I'm not preaching nothing to you. I am not preaching anything to you but yourself. Enye nyaminti na obedwale, enye nyaminti na obeye de nyame ben. It is how we see everything normal. Ade bi wo tell to mu say we de enyo but ye de ye be hu ne normal to extent say ye san so kra admit it. Say ya wo ye mboni mu na ye seed ni nyina eye bone. Ne ye ti boni mu. Nti onyankopon ba be say ye boni nti. Onyame awodom. Me boni nti wakumu wo ba. Wukumu ba ne wie still aboni ne oni na chi usan abe shiwia. No sense in this. Sorry about this. No hard feelings. Our purpose on the planet was to manifest the higher creative energy of the supreme inner God. That is our purpose here. Not for someone. But within ourselves. That is why we place ourselves here. I am the goddess. No galactic masters or councils place us here. No gods have given us any assignment. My assignment, me say, Papa may so table. May you live long. Or your pelo. Or say Yankupon fro bia. Or say our Bible. So obi my prophecy kura omo judge prophecy omo trans no omo intize nyame de kan anka Bible be kan sa onfro bia me na me ka kira o onsuma obia oma obia assignment bia hu ono anka sa on ba hada o nti ono ye de no hu se de hate ono obe ma obia assignment wa ha so wo pa kire say Jesus oye nyankopon nti wa ba hada of an easy ekom keke de no otumi standing hanger wan ka si dua no ekom yes onim say nya easy wa ha ekom de ne ka no waka si dua ne dada anka onye Jacob de ni bimpo da anka onton ne onto onfa the inheritance nje aduane ono de wanya abotre kora o ka si dua no eye easy anka on the cross 33-year-old man o papa eja wa na wusu father why have thou forsaken me onim say this place is not easy encho ye easy a 33-year-old man wusu from papa aba asami ohun say nya easy onya help. Why would these gods come and gallivant around giving us instructions? They don't send us anywhere. We set for ourselves our own path, our own assignment, our own truth. Ya wa say you experience individually. Time so yebeko. Obi eni wo obeye hwe wa. We fell in consciousness, willing, and rise willingly. This is the personal journey of everyone. And that is what is called salvation. No, he said it is individual. What are we doing in church? If salvation is individual, if we eat poisonous food, we agree it will finish us. The other day, ya called Jim. Na me mbane ye Jim no wa na mso me ye Jim wa. Na ne gabi a o toasty me baba ko. Okoka kire me ba ne say, "Hey, slay queen bi o wa ha." Ono na me pen asem na me suro ne se me kwa akoka wo yi ni fi wono ma na ode ne sa kire me ba last but one so ono na me pe. No mo si slay queen be ode ne sa kire me so no mo say, "Hey, wo pe ne ma me pe ne ba." Obehwe wani su bi. Obehwe wani nkola nkete mu didi ama mo afu nyina kata mo tweso. Enye nyame bi na ebekun nya bayifo bi na ebekun aduane awudi na ebekun. So if you don't want to have a lot of sicknesses, watch your food. This is very simple. It is not a penalty for us to die in violation of any galactic laws, but by our own will. We stand same energy as all gods and all divinity. I am telling you this with every confidence with my 2 feet on the ground. You are a whole God. Bible has confirmed this, that ye are gods. We cannot be punished by external gods, but by our own actions and inactions. Dia wa obeye ne beku. Me se me obosun bi entumi nkumi. Onyame bia so ni wo beku me. Se me ami kodi me konum didi tia mewu. Me de me ka akobodiem mewu. Se me mbre so se mewu a me na me baaye. Me aso na meko. Obi ye wo na no wu ye. Obi nya 20 years no wu ye. Yesu ye nyame wu 33 years, 60 years me wu ochna ma ye bi. It is equally coded in the Bible. Ose dia wo be dua no. Eno ana wo betwa. So ask yourself, what are you doing? We should stop blaming whatever. Ni share your actions here. Ghana to say the because of Yesuban. Ghana eti the nya bronsam enya bosom enya beyebi ena ye hwe wa ha. Yesuban ena ama yete de yete ni yete de yete mu. Say ye decide say ye best send ye best send ye ho. Bibia na God na bibia na God wo ko betumi akofre prayer team frɛ bishop fo wo Ghana ina na mo mpa na mo nyom adwen sɛ yetua tax na mo mfa nya adwuma mo bewie ama mo mponafo no mo adi Ghana bete de ti nyame ni hwe ya o ya ma wo pada dem na bo mpa na menkɔ afuo mu nkodua buru so wo benya aduane adia. What is the big deal about this? Ede ne ye drag ede ne ye twe nyame bɛn tena wona ma nya hwe na tena wo sɛ wo twen Jesus. The BP kura we healia. When we balance our consciousness, we do it by our divine right. Enye nyame bi. What do you know utrimo? Nya wo ye enye ne wunim. Nya wo ye yes wunim. Aden. Not instructions from any star gods. We accept no punishment from no god or no gods. Ye punishment bi ye nyame bi ye bedwin ye hunyansa na ye de ye. I will explain how the womb creates frequencies and how we can redeem our consciousness by the same feminine energy. We have to learn this. And America say the Beko schools. That is this year's plan. In our next episode, you be sure you funi nyinsɛn. Any dia wo be ya wo be boa we. Cause enyesa wo ba na sebe or ye healthy na no ano no. Mama ma ye ndwin say ye da nyame ase say ya wo ba sebe kafra onye yarefo. And I say ya wo ba or ye yarefo so ye kakra. E say ye adwin say ye be wo mbofra omusunsum ni omutumi no. Ebro ordinary nipa da se ni tumi so. No more to me bibi. Like I said, we should learn how to give birth to our gods, not to look for gods to worship. Next week, you know, ye di yefunu beto wana machira wo dia obeye. Mo amaye lucky na efe na mo be wo ne die. Congratulations to you. And university bia so ebehwe na you ready for us to go no. E baka ko add this alternative for them. Ye wanted that send makram.